My name is Maxime Giroux, owner of Maxime Giroux Casting, and I've been in this business for 17 years now.
My name is Andras. I'm working with Maxime since 1.5 years as a casting assistant.
Could you maybe just walk us through like a typical day here?
Since the majority of our work is, I'd say 80 to 85% is commercial, I'm going to walk you through a commercial casting day, which would be we get a call from producer or ad agency. We have a concept, we have a director attached. Here are the specs, so basically the description of what we would like to see at the casting. So we always start from the script, whether it's a commercial script or it's a movie script or TV show. And then we write a breakdown, which is basically we break down the search. So we describe, all the details regarding the production, shoot dates, casting dates, the rate, so whatever they're offering. Let's say for commercial they're offering scale, and you describe that, all the different conflicts that you would have for commercial, and then the description of the different characters. So construction worker 30-35, we want him big and burly, actors that has a knack with comedy, or let's say it's a comedy script. So we send, once this is all written down, we send that to all the agencies in town, not talent agencies, and we get submissions. So they suggest their actors that they think are appropriate for the search that we've wrote down in the breakdown. But sometimes agents submit people that are not right, or you think of someone that's not been suggested by their agent. So we call up the agent, say, what about so-and-so? Oh, I didn't think about him. Or he has a conflict, or he's not available to shoot dates, or the casting dates. So then we put together a list of the people that we want to see, that we think are the most appropriate, that could actually get the job. And we organize a casting. So basically we select together, and then I give that list to Andras, and you can describe the part that.
Yeah, and then I contact agents. I'm scheduling the auditions with them, and if there's a cancellation, we replace someone, and we do this process
over and over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, in relation to sort of adapting and keeping up to date, one of the units that we focus on in this course is about the changes in technology and the role of social media now.
Yeah.
After working in the industry for so long, how have you dealt with those progressions?
It's very quick, and it's actually scary how fast it goes.
Yeah.
When I first started, we were actually doing auditions on 3/4 inch tapes. Those big cassettes that nobody has anymore. And then we switched to VHS. And so we needed technologically in the studios to have many different decks of the VHSs. And then it became the DVDs. So we were recorded on DVDs, and now it's a link. It's basically, we upload that on a site, an FTP site, or whatever shapes or kind. It could be as simple as a web cargo, or it could be a very more elaborate website, depending who we work for, and we basically send a link by email. So in the matter of 20 years, because I started in this business basically in 1996, so that's been 20 years, from 3/4 tape to this, and it's when the change happens, you have to do that switch immediately, because you can lose clients. How come you don't have Wi-Fi? Like when Wi-Fi came out, and it was accessible to everybody, it was just like, what? You don't have Wi-Fi? We had to get Wi-Fi immediately. Social media in that way for research, for getting a message or our breakdowns to people is very helpful. immensely helpful. It's also really helpful for promotion. We have a Facebook page. We don't have Instagram though, but we on the Facebook page will show the work that we've done, the trailers of the shows that we worked on. We'll put out the breakdowns, good news about projects that we're working on. So it's kind of a promotional tool. Go that direction. So and it's a getting to know them, but it's also picking up on their. It's all about instinct also. It's like picking up on, when he means that. When he says that, he means that. Because sometimes they don't, some directors don't know what they want until they see it in front of them. And some directors know precisely what they want and will tell me, oh no, I don't want to see that person. I know he's great, but not for this part.
We wanted to know, especially being based in Montreal, there's such a film festival scene here. If that has played a bigger role in your company or if you're involved?
When I moved back to Montreal, Elite was doing a lot of TV series and big American movies that come here and shoot, and you do the smaller roles out of Montreal actors. So I did quite a bit of that, and then they weren't doing a lot of commercials, and I like the variety of doing the commercial because I like it's really quick. Sometimes you get like a few days to put together a session and then you're done. You book the actors, they go and shoot, and then you're on to a next project, and you can do many different projects.
Sometimes we do 2-3 projects at the same time.
Yeah,
so.
we don't necessarily, and we could be working on a FUBAR, the TV series, and then work at 2 commercials at the same time, and then a web series, and we'll be at different levels, or like pre-production, like we get the scripts, we read them, we break down the characters that we need to find, we talk to the director, and then we talk to whoever, and then we put together the breakdown. So I do quite a bit of double shoots out of Toronto, and they know that I work their way because other colleagues in Montreal have a very different way. On the French side, it's a different ways of doing things. It's a lot mellower, it's a lot longer, you can take your time. I have some colleagues that have like a week and a half to put together jobs. They don't call me for those. I don't, because they know I'm quick. So, I was never able to necessarily do the switch, and that's part of my responsibility, is that I'm not really good at going to these film festivals and shaking hands and saying, oh, I'm so and so and I'm so interested and I would love to do your next feature. I'm like horrible at this. I hate it. And that's the part I need to work on.
The North American film and television scene sort of now has this reputation for overworking people and long hours, and there's the threat of fatigue. Have you seen that? How do you avoid that?
It's very different when you're in pre-production. I think though that happens when you're on set. Sometimes you have to work very, very long hours because you have a certain amount of days and you need to shoot all the script. And sometimes you'll be editing a movie forever and ever and ever, and you'll be working super extra long hours. In casting, not so much.
It's more like the last minute castings, what we have to put together a session in 24 hours.
Yes, sometimes we have to work
on the weekends, or
I've been very privileged in a way, is that I set up my own schedule. That's the joy of being the boss. So yeah. You have to respect yourself and you have to say no. It's very scary to say no. It's extremely scary in this business to say no, but sometimes you have to set your own limits. And it's the same with us. If we have too many jobs at once and we get a call and they have to cast that particular day and you have 3 castings already, I tell them, I said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. And I only accept jobs that I know I can do to my satisfaction. And I'm not going to be satisfied, so if I'm not satisfied, you're not going to be satisfied. So I'd rather you call someone else that is available and sometimes they're taken aback because they're not used to being told no. And they say, oh, we appreciate your honesty. Like, people don't tell them that. People will say yes, 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 and risk, being tired. So if I get sick because I work too much, then I'm my own boss, but then there's no other work coming in. I have to think long term. I have to stay in shape. I have to be present. I have a cold right now, and sometimes it's harder to think. But if I'm not in good health and I don't respect my limits as well, I won't be able to do it for a very long time. And that's the plan, that's the goal. This business will last as long as you can.
So sort of coming full circle, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I would tell myself, but I would tell all you in this room and whoever is listening to this, the worst that they can say is no. That's the very worst that can happen. We're so terrified of rejection, and you can't take it personally. You have to develop a thick skin. It's very tough, but you also have to understand that sometimes for many different reasons, you'll ask for something and they'll say no. If you don't ask, you won't know if it's a yes or no.
Right.
So you can always ask away. Ask, you want a job? You want to start in this business? Ask for a job. It's just finding what makes you happy is and what you love. If you don't love it, then get out. Go find something else that makes you happy. Voila.